I was interested in the site and the fact that it's hollow underground. I started looking at all the drainage systems and the vent in the monument in the middle and the air travelling out of that, and then from those experiences I learnt about the hollow underground space and its history as a means of communication between the buildings. And from that I became interested in this idea of kind of tunnelling in Liverpool, which is from like the kind of Williamson tunnels to the Mersey tunnel and all the kind of rumours of tunnels that people talk about as well through kind of spending time and talking to people here. So I spent a while at Camel Lead, which is a shipbuilders in Birkenhead. I've looked at a lot of kind of shipbuilding and boat building techniques where they use wooden supports, and so I wanted to have these sections that look like a mould that could fit together to perhaps actually make a sculpture. Sometimes work that I make is at its best when it's like there's a lot of unknowns. For me, the choice to use silicone was based on its kind of malleability, and same with kind of thermoplastics or polyurethanes. Their kind of infinite malleability or cartoon-like elasticity to them, but also the kind of archaic thoughts of them being things that don't really disappear in the world in the same way that we think of maybe stone or marble or something. I worked with a 5-metre length mould where I poured different silicones mixed with plastic detritus aggregates. It's almost like printing, but a little bit more kind of chunky or physical, where different colours and imagery was joined together. This one might not work because I have to cast the band still to make it rotate. And I've got to put a motor on it to slow it down because at the moment it goes way too fast. The word kinetic always like freaks me out a little bit. I don't know if I see it as kinetic because always I've thought about my sculptures as kind of like twitching with life in some way. Maybe that's through kind of cartoon suggestion or a kind of suggestion of bodily movement. So the moving elements now kind of, for me, like address that head on. We're in my studio and I'm working towards a show at Stephen Friedman Gallery that will open on Old Burlington Street in a few weeks' time. It's a whole new body of work. Things that I've been making probably since January-ish, February-ish, but really within the last few months they're kind of coming together. With all my making and thinking, it's quite a lot about kind of volumes, and with that's kind of filling volume or like the empty volumes, and a real awareness of that. Years ago I had made inflatables and things which still dealt with kind of empty spaces and hollow volumes, which are kind of almost like air as a material in that way. Recently, and with maybe works prior to the Baltic, I'd been making crates that I then used to fill and have this kind of process of different materials and different kind of mixes of materials that were being applied into quite strict spaces. So almost working kind of back to front or inside out in a way where you can't really see what's happening.